right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And so just over a minute and a half played, and the shot is good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back into the mix when he hits free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron to leave in the first place, so why not give yourself an opportunity? You are in his backyard in terms of LeBron's hometown. So I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility just in case.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Boy, their struggles continue. Turnovers a major factor.
Yeah, and a little too casual, a little Joe Cool here to start the game, and that can be problematic.
There's the screen.
No! Kick it out!
The finger roll finish at the bucket.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And way too many mistakes here in the early going.
Oh, you know, it's hard to watch because it seems like every trip down the floor they're coughing the ball up.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Rejected by Harris.
That's 4 turnovers for him already in the first quarter. I mean, he's got to snap out of this funk.
Well, Steve, I think he's trying to force it too much. I mean, he's trying to force the action instead of allowing the game to come to him and playing within the flow of it.
Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's the NBA.
Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting 5 for both teams. First, for the Cavaliers. And for Philadelphia. Embiid, defended by Allen. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful. I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, you know, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when a rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well. I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
On defense, Cleveland.
Harden.
Out to Harris. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. And it's off the back rim, no good. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
Good. Lever's got his first 3 points of the game.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Back to Harris.
Ball. Hey, knock that down. Clark.
0. Puts up the baby hook. Here's Embiid. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
They set the pick, and Harden comes to help. Cleveland moving the ball around. Markin offline with his 3. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. To the middle.
Kick it out.
Garland blocked. It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up. Here's Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you look back at last season, he shot 87% from the foul line.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there. Well, one of the struggles for a young team is figuring out how to win on the road. And winning on the road is not just execution, it's preparation and mindset. And young teams struggle to put that together, and the Cavs were certainly a team that struggled with that.
And Harris drops them both. For the Cavaliers, being young was a big problem, and not having much luck with injuries was another. But, Steve, it can be tough to score points when you're on the road, and they struggle with that in a big way.
Well, they would end up in the bottom 5 in scoring last year while on the road, and that did them no favors. And defense, I mean, that was another issue. They couldn't stop anybody. So you combine bad offense, bad defense, going on the road, you're in some trouble.
Here's Harris. The dish to Harden. Harden left side. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for just a bit. According to him, their focus defensively is going to be on making things difficult inside. Ideally, they'll be in the best shape, he feels, if they force most of the shots against them to come from the perimeter. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 3. to the inside. It's tipped. 1:56 left to play in the first. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass. He's got 5.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout, just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. Love outside. Windler back to Love. Fires for 3. No good. Dishes it to Millsap.
No shot.
1:14 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to save it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .104 left here in the first quarter. Love with the screen for Rondo. Love outside. Left side, Love. Rondo. Misses the 3. 76ers trailing. Outside, George. Kicks it to Green. Number 30. Defensive rebound. Outside, George. Goes back up. And he overshot that one, missing.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Millsap against Love. Here's Osman. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, he knocks it in a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Oh, a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
A nice release and some good concentration as well, but the biggest thing about that, a whole lot of luck.
1 quarter in the books. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
What's the pick?
Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Love. Off target with the open look.
Oh, easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
The feed to Bass. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here, shaking his head.
You know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusted.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
So it's Philadelphia now. Following the basket by Kevin Love.
A big problem for the 76ers last season was finding late-game offense. I mean, you look at a quarter-by-quarter breakdown of how they scored, and they were second to last in the league in fourth-quarter points.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And so here's Cleveland. Osman. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Well, back to what you said, Clark, about the 76ers. They had some players that could create on their own, but when things began to tighten up in the fourth, it helped Steve to have different shot creators, and that just didn't happen for them.
They were planning to play inside out, Kevin, when they had Bynum through the trade. They thought they could have a low post man who could dominate, but without him, they were really unable to find any sort of offensive rhythm with the rest of their talent.
Now here's Rondo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Boy, what a significant turnaround here in the second quarter after only making 40% from the field in the first.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, he has to be frustrated by how his offense is flowing, and I can't blame him. You know, they're getting good looks out there, but the shots just aren't falling.
And that can get into a team's head if it goes unchecked, continuing to miss good shots. So this timeout might be a way to combat that.
The 76ers trail by 8.
Stay on him.
0. He's covered by Rondo. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 6.
Clock.
No good again that time.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Allen outside. Back to Rondo. He feeds it to Okoye. Left side Rondo. Rondo off the pitch from Wade. Okoye kicks to Rondo. Again, Rondo missing.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Here's Rondo. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Wade.
Yeah, that's all you. Rondo,
Here's Stevens. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
And so here is Philadelphia. The Cavaliers making the shot. Embiid defended by Allen. Here's Embiid, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, they should go back to that because you look at this matchup, and he's just too strong for him down there.
And Cleveland making a change here. For Philadelphia, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
there you go.
Cleveland leading by 5.
Go over it.
Down low, here's Allen. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of this game.
Well, and they were 74% free throw shooting as a team last year, so those numbers could come up.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
That free throw good from Allen.
Box, I got shooter Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Quick out. Big rebound. Get it. Pitch here.
And Allen drops them both. The 76ers trail by 7.
Here we go. Attack. Here we go. Get a good look. Go, back to now, man. Good shot. High. Let's get a good shot. Pull up. Screen coming. I'm here. I'm back here.
0. 6 to shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond. You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
That shot wide open. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
And so it's Cleveland with it. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Garland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 6.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now, and that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Now here is Harris. Passes to Harden. There's the triple. Shot is off.
Some people might call him vertically challenged, but tell you what, his size didn't hurt him on that rebound.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Feeds it to Allen, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second quarter.
Well, the lead being maintained will not be a problem if they keep shooting the way they have so far.
Go pick up your man.
Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Cleveland ahead, up 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Hello and welcome. We've got a great one underway at Wells Fargo Center. The Cavaliers are playing well up to the break. They've dialed in from long range an incredible shooting performance from outside. Rajon Rondo has been productive. You can't complain about the way he stepped up. On the 76ers side of things, they're managing to hang around. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The statue of its founder, William Penn, our view. The Cavaliers leading by 5.
Come on.
And there's the pass to Allen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Off the inbound pass. Another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, spiked it away. And they're moving it up. Garland So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Pinch here, pinch here. Screen back on me. Shoes on tight.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers trail by 10.
Watch that shooter.
It's Harden with the drive. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Harden's got 5 points so far.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Pass to Allen. Garland, 5 on the clock. No good. Good D by Harden.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him, his stroke is never changing.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers trail by 6. Number 22. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The 76ers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one drops. And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Back to Allen. Garland. Allen, a screen on Harden. And good on the basket. Book it. Lever's got 8 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. It gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Philadelphia with the ball. Back to Harris. Embiid defended by Allen. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Love. Some solid defense from Harris.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And Cleveland making a change here. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. He kicks to Love. With the shot. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Left side, Harris. Shoots a fader. No good off the back of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Back to Love. Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And another miss by Cleveland. There's the screen. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Harris outside. Number 30. No good. Cleveland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. 1:56 left in the third. Nice open look, but it's no good. The 76ers trail by 6. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Millsap. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. For Cleveland, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. It's a pick by Love. Shoots it up. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They need this one, and that one's good.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Timeout called the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers making a switch here. On defense, Philadelphia. It's a three-point game. He passes to Allen. To the paint. The steal. Number 22. He's guarded by Love. Soft touch off the glass. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's the screen. Lets it go with the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
Harris outside for the lead. Shot is off.
That's just tremendous. You'd love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area.
Garland guarded by Harden. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And Cleveland making a change here. Both good from the line that time. Shot no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 3. Deflected.
Here we go. Get it out quick. I got ball. I'm back.
Shot clock at 5. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Harden's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the 76ers. Here's Mobley, and he goes in for the move.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And here are the 76ers now, following the score by Cleveland. There's the dish to George. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
The first free throw is good, and the Cavaliers making a change here.
You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got shoot. I got big.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Right there.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. He had a nice open look right there. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Philadelphia with the ball. And here's Harden. Here's Embiid. Misses from 6 feet away. The Cavaliers leading by 4. There's the lob to the hoop. And then Allen slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Harris after the made shot from Allen. Embiid, defended by Allen, off with the layup.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving. Boy, nice bucket. They are really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
The 76ers trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court, taking a break, and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And so here is Philadelphia. 8-point game. Embiid, defended by Allen, gets it to go.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Markin, guarded by Harris. Dishes to Allen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got 6 here in this quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
So it's Philadelphia now, trailing here by 8. Kicks it to Harden. Harden right side. 4 on the shot clock. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the officials.
That free throw missing.
Don't worry.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Box, I got shooter. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Quick out. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pitch here.
And he's good on the second.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, and to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
And Philadelphia has possession. 9-point game.
Kick it out. Yo, look at the clock. Hey,
Embiid, defended by Allen, and the shot is good. Cleveland leading by 7.
Watch out, shooter.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Garland, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. Stay with the rebound.
And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here. And the 76ers call time here. They're losing by 9. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. .121 left to play here in the fourth. Cleveland moving the ball around. Lever. The 17-footer goes down.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points, really. Nobody paid him any mind there.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. He dishes it to Harden.
Get there.
Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 9. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Cavaliers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. He used that pick to get in close. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 30 seconds left in the game. Stripped it away.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think they're right on target there. Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Way to hit it.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
And the first one at the line is good. The 76ers making a switch here.
You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got shooter. I got big.
Second free throw, no good.
I'm sure he would have liked to have nailed all of them at the stripe, but that should be good enough to end this thing.
And that is good. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First, for the Cavaliers.
Get going! Back. Oh, bust it, baby! Got you.
And then for the Philadelphia 76ers, for the three, that's good.
Yeah, and what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him.
So it's the Cavaliers now. James Harden missing on the three. Lever. And another three for Cleveland.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
And here are the 76ers now. 6-point game. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Number 22. That three off the mark. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Mobley. And again, it's Cleveland.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Embiid, defended by Allen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching. It's a lot of things that goes into winning.
No shot! Watch the cutter!
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the officials.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, last year, collectively, this team shot 74% from the free throw line. Pretty low number.
And, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. It wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. For the most part, the entire team struggled.
Let's get this board, fellas. Get this board. Pincher. Bring back my feet. Shoes on side.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Hey, right here!
Embiid, defended by Allen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Allen, a screen on Harris. Off the pick. He's off the pick and hammers it home.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Embiid, defended by Allen. Number 22, nailed from three-point land. He has 5.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Lever, guarded by Harden.
Let him shoot that.
Garland.
Get it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers trail by 7. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for just a bit. Shoot first and ask questions later is a philosophy all players can get with and one he instilled in his team today. With the shooters they've got, he wants any open look to immediately result in a jump shot. Players love it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently, Clark.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because that's really the only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody, and if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
I got shooter here. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. Get the rebound. I got a box here.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Throws it up high. The shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Heavy, I'm open.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
Come around.
Passes it to Harris. 6 to shoot.
Don't forget the clock. Yo.
Here's Embiid. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Here we go. Attack. Here we go. Good luck.
There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. There's the three. And another miss by Cleveland. The 76ers trail by 3. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, you knew the run would come, and here it is. They're playing well now, trying to get back in this thing.
Yeah, pretty good comeback effort here. Rolling along nicely, and they've gotten themselves within striking distance now.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. One 16 left to play in the first quarter. Osman, defended by George. Back to Love. 5 to shoot. Tries to snap the cold streak. Can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Milton, he's guarded by Love, and they take the lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Here's Rondo. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Back to Love. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
A super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Now here's Rondo from deep three-point range. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Millsap a screen on Rondo. Number 30. Again, Philadelphia. Nine seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
I see you.
Back to Love. From outside the arc, gets it to go. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Milton. No good. It's all tied in Philadelphia. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Neither team able to build. Much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
Hey, who got him?
Love outside.
I got him!
Fires from deep. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Cleveland with the ball. Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
That'll be a 5-second call.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yep, 2 turnovers in a row for them. That's a recipe for disaster.
Here's a coil. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
He's off on the first. And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in.
You got it out. You got it out. Make sure to pitch down there. I got here. I got you.
And he sinks the second. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Green. Dishes to Bass. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. No good on that one. And Cleveland making a change here. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Osman. And another miss by Cleveland. Wade against Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
They set the screen. There's the lob to the hoop, and he lays in the alley-oop. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish. Making sure of the 2 points.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Rondo kicks to Wade. Pass to Stevens. He tries for 3. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Here's Green. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They double him with Love. Pass down low. Wade is covering and finished off by Bass.
Carving out some space and eating a little glass at the offensive end while he's doing it.
You got it with a ferocious follow.
Yeah, but just another day at the office for him. That's what he does.
Okoye, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And Bass, no good on that one. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now the feed to George. Kicks to Bass. 76ers moving the ball around. So they take the lead. And the 76ers lead by 2. Rondo with the ball.
Get the perimeter!
Wade outside. Wade gets a screen from Stevens. At the run. No good from Wade.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
They set the pick. Green, defended by Stevens. Clock at 6. Back to George. Beyond the arc. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. He feeds it to Okoye. He passes it to Wade. Rondo, guarded by Green. He dishes it to Okoye. Wade outside. And the pass to Rondo. Back to Wade. Another miss by Wade.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the missed 3 from Wade. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 3 from George. That's good. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. I mean, they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now Rondo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Love with the bucket.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. 1:37 left to play here in the half. Here's Milton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The 76ers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
First free throw is good. And Cleveland making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. It's stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. And he lays it up and in. And the 76ers lead by 6.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
He kicks it to Love.
Screen.
Garland takes the three. The shot no good.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Milton. The three-pointer no good.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Love outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Love's got 6 points in the quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Garland guarded by Harris. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Get through.
0. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect weekend activity, family-friendly, and a whole bunch of fun. Let's check out the action. The 76ers battling hard in this one. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. On the other hand, Cleveland also been giving it their best. They're stroking it from outside, hitting the three ball with ease. Kevin Love playing with confidence. His shooting percentage is right at the 60 mark. He is feeling it tonight. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Third quarter just around the corner, so let's get on back out to Kevin and the crew.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A great shot of the William Penn statue, 27 feet tall at the top of City Hall here in Philadelphia as we return. The 76ers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Back to Harris. Five on the clock. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here and Allen with the rebound. Cleveland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
The Cavaliers trailing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, yeah! You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Harris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Harris.
Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Quick out. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pitch here.
And Harris drops them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Go low.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Timeout called the 76ers. So it's Philadelphia now. Embiid defended by Allen. Here's Embiid. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The 76ers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. And he knocks down the first one.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Pitch here. Spin back on me.
And so he hits both. Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Allen outside. Garland. Shot clock at 6. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
You got it out. Make sure the pitch down there. I got shoot it. I'm outlet. I got big.
So he gets them both. 76ers trailing. Harden outside. 0. Out to Harris. Embiid defended by Allen.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt. Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Lever guarded by Harden. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Oh, trying for it. They swipe it. Harden gets a screen from Harris. Here's Embiid. Gets it to go from 8 feet. He's got 8. 7 lead changes now, and we're just
Before
in
we
the
step
third
away.
quarter.
Yeah,
There's
each
that
side
action
having a
again.
tough time
Joel
staying
with
in
the
front.
screen.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug of war.
Picks up the foul along the way. That was Stevens again, who has had a bunch of calls go against him.
It's number 3 on Stevens, clipping Maxi's legs from behind. 87% free throw shooter hits the first. Australian night for Motown kids. This high school ball at storied Roman Catholic. Also the Haverford School. One more to go for Tyrese.
Got to make this one here just so you could end on a positive note.
There's 13 first half minutes for James Harden because of those 3 fouls. 8 points for Harden. 4 of 6. So it wasn't the prettiest of first halves, but the good news is they did indeed cut the lead to single digits. See if they can step away and reset, come out on fire in the third quarter. Halftime live after this.
You got it. Don't let James shoot it. Second.